Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, it is currently, let's see, 12:22 a.m. and it is 22 minutes into my husband Alex's 37th birthday. So we just got back to the room like 15 minutes ago, because when we got off the elevator and we were walking down the hallway, I said, oh my God, I'm the first person to wish you a happy birthday. I said, nobody else has texted you, have they? So anyway, just got back to the room and changed, and we were both so full from dinner. And so he was laying in bed, and I was like, are you gonna watch a show? And he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna watch a show now and just kind of relax. He was like, I'm so chill. And he said, I'm really full because we ate so much at dinner tonight. I just knocked over my water bottle. Anyway, I have you guys tonight on these two books that were like these photograph tabletop books. So I thought it would be a little bit easier to see. But anyway, we went out to eat tonight on this rooftop restaurant, and we had guacamole, and Alex had a glass of wine, I had a Coke with lemon in it. She was like, you sure you don't want lemon or anything in it? I was like, yeah, I guess I could. At first I was like, how about a lime? And then she was like, well, lemon is really good. And I was like, okay, I'll have a lemon in there. She's like, just to make it kind of a little special. I was like, all right. So we got guacamole with chips, and then I got this corn, and I thought it was gonna be like that elote corn, like that street corn, but it was actually just like, it was almost like peanuts, or it was kind of like corn nuts. Do you know what I'm talking about? But it came in like a little bowl. I wasn't expecting it, but they were good. So that was our appetizer. Hear that car out there? I'm like, all of a sudden, Alex's like nose was running earlier, and now my nose is running. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So, yeah, so we ordered that for appetizers. And then Alex had a cheeseburger, but he like just had it protein style. He didn't eat it with the bun. And then I got a veggie burger, and we both had truffle fries with them, and ranch and mayonnaise, and then it came with ketchup. Anyway, that was really good. And I'm drinking this little Red Bull that I opened earlier. I was actually gonna review these on my website, because this is like the new summer edition. I know this is the yellow edition. I think that the summer edition is in, I don't know which flavor this is, I can't see. I literally can't see anything, you guys, anymore without my reading glasses. I have to like hold it way out. Did I bring my reading glasses? I don't even think I brought my, oh, here's my phone. Obviously I have my phone, I just said what time it was. So yeah, dinner was great. We ended up talking to the server forever, and she had just, she had moved here like a year ago from Brooklyn. And then she brought her friend over, this other server, because we were like the last of two tables. And her friend had, the other server had moved down here 3 years ago. So they were telling us like different places to live and places to go out and stuff like that. They were super, super friendly. We sat there and talked to them for like 20 minutes or so. And yeah, we just had like a really, really nice dinner. It was very muggy out though, and we were like on this rooftop. And but it was fun. And we closed it out. And let's see. So today we got up. So when I got off from doing my vlog, when I finished my vlog last night, what did I do? Oh, I had a couple cameos that I had to do. So I did the cameos because I wanted to make sure that I got them in time. 2 of them had expired. So I was like, I wanted to make sure that they got their cameos. So I went in there. I didn't even realize it because like the whole day I hadn't like looked at my cameos and stuff like that. Like I know it probably surprises people, but I'm not somebody that like gets on my phone a lot. I just am not. Like we were on the beach today and I had it, like the only time I pulled it out, well, first of all, I can't see it in the sunlight. So the only time I pulled my phone out is to look on Audible to like start playing my book, which today I started Dexter in the Dark, which is the 3rd Dexter book. It's pretty good. I'm like an hour into it. But yeah, I just don't, like, even at home, I don't get on my phone a lot. I don't, like, I, like, tweet out a couple times a day, and, you know, if I'm gonna make, like, a drama video, I get online and I, like, look up the stuff that I want to look up, or watch the videos that I have to watch, but, like, other than that, I just don't get on social media and stuff a lot. I just don't really enjoy it. I do like looking at Instagram. Like, that's the one thing that if I get online, that's the one thing I do. But unless I pick my phone up and I'm looking at things, like sometimes it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. And so I was sitting there last night, and I was like, you know, I haven't checked my cameos, and I had to, that expired. So I went in and I did those. And then I think I have 2 more. And then I had another one. Yeah, but anyway. So I got those done. I currently have, hold on a second. I don't have that many. 2. So I'm gonna do those tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, I did those last night, and then I love the cameo thing. That is so fun. Like, and people just give me, like, send me the nicest messages, and they share real personal things, and it's always, like, really funny, especially, like, when boyfriends or husbands or, like, best friends or sisters or something will say, like, my so-and-so, like, watches you, and could you please shout out, like, this pet, or could you do, like, sing this funny song, or whatever, like, to make it really personal. And it's so funny, and I feel like and a lot of times, like, husbands or boyfriends will, because you can, like, include a video, too. They'll be like, hey, Peter, it's so-and-so, and my wife watches all your videos, and this would mean a lot to her, and can you make sure that you shout out our cat, Pluto, or something, you know what I mean? And so it's really fun for me, and I just love doing those. It's different than I thought it would be. I don't know. I love it. So anyway, I got those done, and then was uploading my vlog, and I was like, okay, I'm settled down now. I can sit down and I can watch Mayor of Easttown, right? And I like, so I was set up outside on the patio to watch it. Oh my God, I was so frustrated, you guys. Well, first of all, okay, well, this is what happened. So I think there's something to do with the internet here, where, like, if you have more than one device, like so many devices on, because, like, Alex's computer runs very quick and he can watch all of his shows really easily, but I'm really struggling. Like, my computer is slow, everything is slow. My iPad is definitely slow. So it kept on buffering when I was trying to watch Mayor of Easttown last night. So I ended up just watching Mayor of Easttown on my phone until I got it downloaded. But then it wouldn't just let me go in and watch the shows. Like, it was saying that it couldn't pull it up or something. I didn't even really understand. So anyway, so then I'm watching it on my phone, and it was like, at that point, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like at a super intense part of the show, okay? So just, I'm sure you guys have, those of you that have watched it, I'm like, at that point, I'm like 10 minutes before the end of the 5th episode, which is like when all this crazy stuff happens, right? I said somebody's name and I didn't mean to do that. So anyway, I was sitting there, and my phone I start getting all these texts from people, one of which was this one friend, and the other one was Tanya, who couldn't sleep. And so I'm like, what's going on? And so, like, she's texting me all this stuff, and she was like, oh yeah, and like, she's wanting to have this text conversation, right? So I did this for like 5 or 10 minutes, but like, I would text her, and then I would go back to watching my show, and then like a minute later, she would text me again. So finally, I just called her, right? And she didn't answer, and I'm like, she texted me, and she's like, Eric is sleeping next to me, I just can't sleep, whatever. So she was like, so I wanted to text you. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm trying to watch this show, so I have to watch, just let me finish the next 10 minutes and we can text. She was laughing so hard. She was like, no, and then she just kept on texting and texting and texting. I should read you guys these texts, it's so funny. Because I was like, girl, I'm trying to watch this show. I said, let me text you when I'm done with it. And she was like, okay. And then, like, I said, thanks. And then she texted me back, no problem. And then I didn't text anything, and she said, it's a good show, isn't it? I was like, girl, seriously? And I was like, yeah, it's really good. Have you seen it? And she's like, best show I've ever seen. And she's like, where is it at? Kate Winslet is the bomb. You want me to tell you who did it? I said, shut up. I said, I was trying to talk to you because I can't keep stopping this to text you. And that's when she was like, LOL, in bed next to E, snoring. And I said, okay, babe, get some sleep. And then she said, love you. And then she keeps on sending these emojis. And I was like, and just like every time I would like try to shut it down, she would send an emoji. I'm like, Tanya, I am trying to watch this show. She wouldn't, like, if it were me, she would just sit there and watch the show. She wouldn't, like, and then when it was over, she would call me. She'd be like, oh my God, I just watched the greatest show ever. I'm like, Tiny, I'm trying to watch the show. So anyway, so needless to say, I'm like sitting there watching the show and I'm thinking, I bet Alex fell asleep like 2 hours ago because he hadn't come out and I hadn't gone back in there because there's a little door right there, which is really nice. You can like shut it and then it's like the living room and there's like the half bathroom and the kitchen is all like out here and then like the bedroom and the bathroom is over there, right? And so that door was shut because when I was vlogging and whatever, he was watching his show and he didn't want to have his headphones on. So, and it was probably loud of me vlogging or whatever. So he had the door closed and then when I went in there and I uploaded the video, when I came back out, I closed the door. So he could like watch the show and whatever. And I hadn't decided yet if I was going to sit outside or inside when I was watching this. So I'm sitting there on the patio and I just thought to myself, like, I need to go check on Alex and see if he's gone to sleep yet. And at this point, you guys, it was literally like, it was like 4:30. It was like 20 after 4, 4:30 and then 4:20, 4:30 in the morning, right? And he comes outside. He's like, okay, I'm going to bed. I was like, what? He goes, I have one more episode to watch of this show, but I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed. I said, he goes, we have to get up at 10 o'clock in the morning because we're going to go down to brunch tomorrow. I said, okay. He goes inside and he closes the door. He opens it again. He goes, don't forget, 10 o'clock. I was like, okay. So I kept on pushing myself. I was like, okay, I'm just going to watch a little bit more. So I ended up making it through halfway through the 6th episode. There's only 7 episodes, so I'm going to finish it tonight. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so tired in the morning. Well, I woke up today. I woke up at like 1 o'clock and he was still asleep. I was like, okay, it's not just me. And I said to him, I said, oh my God, I can't believe we overslept. We didn't go to brunch. And he was like, because you didn't want to go to brunch bad enough. I go, what? He goes, well, I mean, if you wanted to go to brunch bad enough, you would have gotten up. And I said, I love a brunch buffet. You know that. He started laughing at me. He was like, what? He was like, you could have gone and eaten a brunch buffet if you wanted to. I was like, well, I didn't want to get up. I was sleeping. Okay, we have these blackout curtains in there. And I swear to God, you guys, I could probably sleep like 25 hours like in a row because it's so dark and with the fan on. Oh my God, I have to tell you this is so crazy. So last night, like I was laying there in bed with this little fan on and I could hear people like out on the street because at home we sleep with the Alexa sound machine, but then we also which has like thunderstorms. It's like thunderstorms by, so Alex always goes, okay, good night Alexa, and he has it like all tuned up, you know, and then it plays and she goes, thunderstorms by so and so. Anyway, it's like these thunderstorms, and then we also have this fan on high. It's like this wind tunnel fan, and so it's like right on my face. I love it. And it's so loud in our room that you can't hear anything outside there. Well, this little fan that I brought on the trip, this is like the one that we travel with. It's like square, it's like this big. I showed it in a video one time, a little blue fan. I said it was like the best travel fan ever, which I don't know if it necessarily is, but it's a pretty good travel fan. So anyway, it's plastic. It fits into like any bag. It's real lightweight. It's probably weighs like a pound or something like that. So, but it's not like super strong. So I'm laying there. I can hear people on the street and stuff. Something about it reminded me of when Caroline and I, or just me, would sleep at my grandma's house. And there was something about it. I was so relaxed and I was so cozy last night, like just laying there in bed in the dark. So anyway, got up today. We literally got ready in like 10 minutes. And we just got dressed real quick, put our swimsuits on, and we went down to the beach. And we did a beach day today since we had done pool days the last 2 days. And I couldn't believe it. We were supposed to have had rain or storms every single day here. And tonight it rained. It like thunderstormed really hard for like 10 or 15 minutes. And then it just stopped. And it was super clear out after that. Day today was beautiful at the beach. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. The water was like bathwater warm. There was a lot of seaweed in it, but not tons. I mean, not unswimmable. It was, you know, pretty like reasonable that you could like get in the water. And I spent half the day in the water because I would get out and I'd be in a chair. That's why I get so burnt, because I'm just, do you see this? Because I'm just like, even when I wear sunscreen, I'm like, look at my arms, they're so burnt. Because I sit in the water and I just like, am like just bobbing in the water and I love it. You know what I mean? And, so yeah, it was great. And we had like chairs that were like way far away from, we weren't like by anybody. It was really nice. It was really private. And I listened to the first couple chapters of the Dexter novel. And we got nachos on the beach today. The nachos with the kettle chips, which are so fantastic. And yeah, it was really, really good. It was delicious little lunch that we had. But then I was kind of full, and that's why I wasn't like, when we went to dinner tonight, I wasn't like super hungry. I didn't even finish my cheeseburger or my fries. And I have all these snacks that I bought from Walgreens the first night that we were here. So weird, like usually when we go on vacation, we buy snacks and they're like gone within a day. I have like a whole thing of Pringles I haven't opened, a bag of chips I haven't opened, the M&Ms I haven't opened yet. Today I got this like Chex Mix kind of stuff, but it's like with Reese's. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like Reese's and then pretzels and stuff in there. And I got that and I opened it today, but I literally only had like 2 handfuls of it. So when I get done with the vlog tonight, I am going to watch Mayor of Easttown and finish it. Like I said, I have half the episode of episode 6 and then all of episode 7. It is so good, you guys. It is hands down probably one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. Tanya said it was the best show she'd seen in a long time, and I would agree with that. And then I don't know what I'm going to start next. Today, because like I said, the Wi-Fi is so like crazy and not working really great. While we were at the beach, I downloaded a ton of shows onto my iPad. I downloaded the entire season of Manifest, which is on Netflix, and I downloaded the rest of the episodes of Them that I haven't watched, and something else. And I have 2 movies downloaded too for the plane ride home. So, yeah. And then we have all day tomorrow. We're going to get up and go to the beach all day tomorrow and have a beach day. And then come back. And then Alex had asked if I wanted to do a Q&A, because we usually do a Q&A on vacation. I said, sure. So I put a picture up on Instagram. We're going to do a Q&A. And then we have dinner planned with his friend tomorrow night at this restaurant that he's been wanting to show me for a long time. So that'll be exciting. We're going to go, I think it's called Sugar. It's like a rooftop restaurant. It's like Asian gardens and stuff. He said it's gorgeous. It's like Asian fusion restaurant. So I don't know anything about it. Should we look it up? I was like, will I be able to eat anything there? And he was like, I'm sure I'll find something. Okay, Sugar. Oh, here it is. Sugar, Rooftop Bar and Lounge, East Miami. I feel like I've looked this up before. I think maybe we looked it up when... See, my Google won't even load. Okay. One of Miami's best kept secrets, Sugar is our hip and happening 40th floor rooftop bar and lounge with its lush Miami cool meets chic Hong Kong cocktail vibes. The Secret Garden is one of the best places in town to watch the sunset, served with original Asian-inspired cocktails and tapas. Dress code, smart casual attire encouraged during the day, nightlife attire enforced after sunset. Guess I can't wear shorts. I wasn't going to anyway. I was going to wear black jeans and a black t-shirt. If they don't like me, they can get over it. Okay. Ooh, this is pretty. So pretty. Oh, that's interesting. They have a picture of a gay couple sitting by the beach. Or sitting by the pool. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Do you guys want to hear something so funny? Okay. So, I got a copyright strike on one of my vlogs, right? And, I was like, what is this about? This was like 2 weeks ago. And so I like read the email that I got about it, and it was like, you got a copyright strike on this video and blah, 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 whatever. And at first I was like, what video did I mean, I don't ever play music on my videos or anything, right? It was like a music copyright strike. And I was like, I don't ever get like, what is this about, right? So I go in there and I look, and it's like from 2017. I was like, what vlog is this from 2017 that I got a copyright strike on, right? So I'm reading this email, and it's like, it said something like the video was titled something like the such and such reunion, and it was like 19, I don't know, it was like called something like the 1974, the 1960 class of something high school. And I was like, what is this? Like, I have no idea what this is, right? And I was like, did I like drive by somewhere and there was like music playing, or like, what is this from? Did I had no idea what it was, right? But it didn't affect my channel because it's just a copyright strike. And what it means is that you can't, like, anything, like if you monetize anything, like that person gets all the proceeds of it. Does that make sense? So I was like, well, it's from 2017, so it's not going to, though it did say on there, though, it said, because sometimes when you have copyright strikes or issues like that with monetization, this is one of the reasons why people like go crazy with the monetization thing if you get limited ads and stuff like that, is because there are some countries that that you can't play it in because of that copyright thing, right? So, but I was like, okay, this is from 2017, who cares, right? So the other day, I think it was the day before we left, I think it was that night that I was putting my vlog up for the next day, I just happened to be in there, and the notice was on there, like on my dashboard of my like YouTube stuff, and it said, you got a copyright strike on such and such day. For more information, click this. So I just was like, I want to see what this is. So I clicked it, and so it shows you like the copyright claim on there, and it shows you the exact video clip. And so it was literally, you guys, it was less than 30 seconds on my video, okay? And it shows me, and in the video, I'm holding up the phone like this, and there's a screenshot, okay? Like, I'm obviously showing a video. Do you know what it was? This is so funny. It was when it was Janis Joplin's high school reunion, and I showed the video coverage where she's talking about it, and before with Dick Cavett. I think it's in her documentary Little Girl Blue or something like that. And I used to say this in my drama videos all the time, and he goes, did you go to the prom? And she goes, I think not. And it was that clip that I was showing that I got copyright striked on. Is that not hilarious? Because, you know, I love that saying so much. I think not. But she did end up going to her high school reunion, and then I showed that clip on the video, and I got copyright striked about it. Hold on a second. I'm counting on my finger. 4 years later, okay, I got copyright striked on it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Anyway, so that's what we're doing tomorrow night. And then we're coming back on Tuesday. And that's been our little trip. And I miss my dogs like crazy today. I miss my dogs like crazy, but I miss my dogs like crazy today, being Father's Day. I was thinking about them. Talked to my dad today for Father's Day. He was shopping at the Meijer when I talked to him. And, yeah. But, like, Alex's best friend Sarah texted today, and she was like, Happy Father's Day to you fur babies. I was like, oh, I miss little Boo and Tucker so bad. But this isn't a long trip. I always tell them when I take them to the kennel, I say, okay, now you only have so many sleeps, boys. And then I ask Alex, like, I'm like, do you think they talk to each other while we're gone? He's like, what? I'm like, do you think they, like, Boo says to Tucker, like, how many days more until do you think dads are going to be home? Do you think dogs talk to each other and understand that kind of stuff? They probably have some kind of language that they talk to each other, don't you think? I think they do. I always like to imagine that, like, do you guys remember that movie Bunicula? I don't even know if I watched the whole thing, but I do know that I have the book somewhere at home. It was about a vampire bunny rabbit. Do you remember that? It was a made-for-TV movie, too. They made it into a cartoon made-for-TV movie. But, like, I always think that animals, like, talk to each other like that. Like, they have, like, this whole, like, language of their own, you know? I just can't believe that Boo and Tucker, I mean, they have been litter mates, right? Or they were litter mates. They have never spent a day apart since they were born. And they're going to be 12. Are they going to be 12 or 11 this summer? They're going to be 12 this summer. They're getting so old. I just can't believe that they don't have some kind of language of how they talk to each other. I mean, like, for 12 years, they've literally spent every single day inside and out with each other, and they have no clue who the other one is. Like, they're just like, do you know what I mean? There has to be some kind of, like, you know... Now, I mean, like, they do have some sense of communication, because when, like, if Boo is chewing on a treat or something, and, well, now they don't chew, so they just, like, Boo carries it around, and then when he's ready to swallow it, he swallows it. we found these really great treats. Actually, Tanya recommended them to us because she said a lot of people use them whose dogs don't have teeth that bring them into the kennel. So I can't remember what they're called. I went to show something and I knocked the camera out. Anyway, they are like really, really small. They're like this big, these little treats. And they're like perfect for like dog training, I think. But anyway, Tanya helped me find them. You can get them at Walmart. I can't remember what they're called. They're called like Billy something. Oh, shoot. But they like, the dogs love them. So, but anyway, if Boo is carrying it around with him, like he'll go and take it to like the staircase and he'll just like sit there and he just like sits there and like stares at it and licks it and stuff like that. Tucker will come up and try to take it from him, and when he does, Boo Radley's like, and that's like the only time that they ever like argue or anything is like when Tucker's trying to take a treat from him, you know? So, I mean, to some degree, I think that they, you know, have some sense of communication. When, like, Boo Radley or Tucker is wanting to play, they'll, like, rush the other one and, like, kind of, like, wrestle their back, you know? So, I mean, obviously, that has to be some kind of communication. Boo Radley licks Tucker's back. I think I've talked about this on here before, and the vet told us that that's a way that dogs show compassion. So, I mean, maybe their communication is just different than how, you know, ours would ever be. But I have to believe that there's some form of communication that they have. You know, I just can't believe that there's not. So, anyway. Yeah, we had a good day today. It was nice. I was really surprised there weren't a lot of people on the beach today for being Father's Day. I was really surprised. So don't forget, everybody, to wish my husband a happy birthday in the comment section below. That'll mean a lot to him. And then also, go and wish him a happy birthday on his Instagram. He'll put a picture up tomorrow. And I gave him an idea for a picture I thought would be really cute, which was probably kind of corny. And he was like, yeah, maybe something like that, which basically means, no, I don't want to do that, but I'm going to be really nice about it. I was like, okay, well then you know what? I'm going to take that idea and I'm going to use it. I'm going to take the picture and then I'm going to do it for my birthday. He was like, okay, babe, it's a good idea, but... Oh. We had fun. The rooftop was so nice tonight. It was so fun sitting out there. Do you know what's hard though? Is like, I love to listen to audiobooks, but like, I noticed that I really like to drive and listen to audiobooks. It's really hard for me just to, I'm sure this is no surprise to many of you out there. It is really hard for me just to sit in one place. Like, just to sit on the beach. I mean, I don't know how I used to do it, you guys. I used to lay out every day. Hell, back in the day, when I was like in my early 20s, when I was still drinking and stuff, my friends and I, this one girlfriend that I had, we would go to, this is the one that I was the editor-in-chief of the literary magazine with. She was my, we were co-editors-in-chief. Or was I senior and she was junior? I can't remember how it worked. I think one year I was senior, she was junior. The next year I was junior, she was senior, or worked back and back. We like switched places. And then we were co-editors-in-chief one year is how it worked. It wasn't like a real serious ordeal or anything like that. But anyway, we would go tanning, the tanning bed, and then we would go lay out in the sun after that. Oh my God, you talk about being bad for your skin. And I can remember we would just get so tanked. We would just sit there and we would just drink beer after beer after beer after beer after beer. And then we would take naps and we would go out that night. Oh my God, those were summers back in the day. I mean, not too many of them, but probably from 18 to 22, that's how my summers were. Crazy to think that. I honestly don't know how I did it. I don't know how I, first of all, well, probably because I was drinking. I don't know how I laid out just like by the pool for hours on end like that. Like, I can do it now, but like only for probably like 3 to 4 hours. And half the time, like, you know, we eat, I get in the water a lot. Like, I'm playing in the ocean a lot. Like, I cannot just, like, sit on the beach. Like, Alex can lay out on the beach for 2 hours solid. And just, you know, front, turn over, back, turn over, front. Like, I cannot do that. He just listens to music the whole time. He's also on his phone a lot, like on the beach, like texting people and whatever. I can't see my phone. Well, he wears sunglasses, too. I can't see my phone on the beach. Like, I can't see if people are texting me or anything like that. So I just really don't ever get on my phone unless I'm just, like, listening to my audiobook. But anyway, this has been a fun trip. I'm kind of sad to go back. I wish we were staying for longer. This wasn't a super long trip, it was just a couple days. I really like this chair over there. What do you think of that chair? Look cute. How are you guys doing? I should read some of the comments since I did that last night. I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about. I have two major, I was going to look at the menu on this thing, wasn't I? I have two major goals for turning 50 that I'm going to do for share your memories with us using hashtag Sugar Miami. Okay. Food menu. You know what I should see is if they have any mocktails, drink menus. I don't usually do that, but maybe since it's Alex's birthday. Signature cocktails. I mean, since it's like that's what they're known for, is having these drinks. But they don't. Spritz. Spirits. Spritz. Yeah, they don't have any mocktails. Food menu. Okay. Walk, tossed, edamame. I'm not a big... Alex wanted to get edamame. He was like, do you want to get guacamole tonight or edamame? I was like, I don't love edamame. Do you guys love it? I just don't... I think it's kind of a worthless food, honestly. Do you guys know what it's like? It's like the course that you eat before sushi, and you like take it through your teeth and pull it out. I'm not like a really big edamame fan. I don't really understand it. Okay, Bangkok spring roll. Oh, those look good. Bean thread noodles, black fungus mushrooms, cabbage, carrot, sweet chili sauce. Could do that. Pork belly bun. Can't do that. Oh, wait. Do they have like, is this like by vegetarian or how is that? Because they have these little like things next to it. Hold on a second, I bet. I don't know what those things mean. Ooh, shrimp and crab. Oh no, I can't do that. Tuna tartare, bang bang shrimp, truffled pistachio. Okay. Yeah, there's not tons on this menu for me. Oh, there's actually just two things. Oh, those are small plates. They have more. Okay, signature rolls. What is the... Hold on, that's a review. Oh, they have a pride roll. A rainbow roll. Shrimp tempura roll with avocado and carrot topped with hamachi, tuna, salmon, and a rainbow of... This is like a... Isn't a gay hotel, is it? East Hotel, I've never heard of. Sugar roll, shrimp tempura. Okay. Yeah, I can't really... This place isn't that expensive, though. I'm kind of surprised. I can't really do a lot of these. What is a poke bowl? That looks good. I don't know. Satay. Sweets. We like sweets. Oh my god. Bananas Foster's cake. And yuzu berry. And they have 21 plus ice cream. What does that mean? Oh, they're all drinks. They're like, it's some like, I don't know how to explain it. There's some like, food menu. There's like a code. I don't know what these things mean. Oh, garlic. Okay. Soybean. It doesn't show what, hold on. Mushroom. There's like this, like, not a menu, but like a key, like a map key with these things next to it, but I don't know what that means next to, I guess it doesn't say. I thought it was like vegetarian, gluten-free, and stuff like that, but it's not that. Okay, well, there's stuff on there that I can eat. It's actually not super expensive. I'm pretty impressed. So that'll be fun for tomorrow. Yeah, and then like I said, we come back on Tuesday. You know, and I miss driving around listening to audiobooks. Like I said, I have a hard time just laying on the beach and just sitting there. I get so hot, you guys. I was like so hot today. I was like drinking this Diet Coke and I was like, oh my God, it is so hot. Like I can hardly just like sit here and listen to this audiobook. So I would get like 10 minutes into it and I'd be like really getting into it. And then I would be like, okay, I have got to go like get in the water because it is so hot. But there were a lot of people in the water today too. Anyway. Alex always wants to like learn to teach Boo and Tucker how to like travel, and then we could like have them with us places like this because they could totally be here. And which I would love to have little Boo and Tucker like here with us. But I think at 12 years old, it's a little old to teach them how to do that. I think they would be like too scared to travel with us. But like everybody here has their dogs with them that comes and stays down in Miami. Like there are so many people that have their dogs that I'm just like at restaurants, at hotels, at everywhere that I'm just like blown away by it. But I do miss them. I miss them so much. You know, it's funny because I can remember like watching this interview with Dolly Parton when she was on Steel Magnolias, where she had just been in the movie Steel Magnolias, and someone said something to her about, they were talking about wigs, and she said, I always have a saying that home is where I hang my wig. And you know, I think like it's interesting how do you define home. Like I think home for me is, I mean, I love my home. I love my front porch patio. You guys know that, you know. Watered my plants right before I left. Hope they're still doing good when I get back. I love my, oh, and you know what? Oh, this is so funny. I was not able to, like it was late at night and I didn't want to wake our neighbors up to use their hose when I realized that I hadn't watered the back patio plants, and then it rained 2 days in Indiana, thank God. That was a God thing, see, that, because my plants would have died because they wouldn't have gotten any water. But anyway, what is that called? Somebody tell me what that is called, that kind of chair. Do you see? Where it's not wicker, but it's like, do you guys remember those chairs from like the 70s and the 80s? The kitchen chairs? What is that called that was like that? Because I always want to talk about this on this video. Like I always talk about, we had a wood chop block kitchen table, and those were the chairs that we had. What are those called? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Somebody out there will know what I'm talking about, but it's the backs of the chairs are like that. And then it's usually like metal, or we also had the wood ones that were all wood, and then the back was that. Do you guys, I turned it around. I turned it off while I was turning it around. When I was growing up, it's like, those are big, do you see? But when I was little, it was like little holes like that. What's that called? A cane chair? Cane back chair? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway. I don't know, but I love that look. And I still have the table, that was my mom's kitchen table. I have it in, because she had it in her closet that we have in our upstairs bathroom closet now. She had it as a wrapping station where she would wrap presents. So I moved it to my office, and it's what I have like my TV on and other stuff in my office. And I also have one or two, do I have one of them or two of them there? 2 cane chairs in my office and a 3rd cane chair at home. So we could literally move that in there as a dining room table, but there's no place to put it. But we could put it in the basement and have it down there. It's a really nice table. It's still in great shape. But anyway, a lot of people had those when I was growing up in high school. Oh, but what I was going to say is, like, I love my house. You guys know that. I love my patio and everything like that. But really for me, like, wherever my husband is and my dogs is like my home, you know? If I could have my dogs on vacation with me, I'd be totally fine just to always be on the road, you know? So to speak. But I do miss them so much. They bring me so much happiness and joy. I just love them so much. But I will see them soon enough. So anyway, I am going to get off here now. A little bit of a shorter vlog tonight. And I'm going to go start rendering this and upload it. And then I'm going to watch Mayor of Easttown and finish it tonight. So excited. And yeah, don't forget to wish my husband a happy birthday. He will really appreciate it. It'll mean a lot. And, oh, I was going to read some comments, wasn't I? I was going to read a couple comments. Let's read just a few comments before I finish this vlog. Hold on. Get into the vlog. I've been getting like a lot of views on my Florida vlogs, which is crazy to me. Chelsea said, I love that Airbnb. What a beautiful place. Oh, I love it too. Thank you. Hold on a second. Nicole said, Peter, I started and finished the most incredible thriller crime show today called The Night Of. I instantly knew it was something you would love. If you have HBO, highly, highly recommend. Legit edge of my seat, start to finish. Okay, I'm going to go check that out right after I finish this. Leah said, I love Single White Female. Such a good movie. Glad you guys are having a nice vacation. Thank you. I did not love that movie. I thought that movie was so strange. Jennifer Jason Leigh really freaked me out in that movie. Michelle said, did you know if you have an iPhone, you can say, Siri, where are you? And even if you have it on mute, it will say, I'm here, or something like that. Siri, where are you? Siri. My Siri doesn't even work. Siri. Hey Siri. Where are you?
Here I am.
Siri, what's my name? No, I can't do this. I have it programmed to say something funny. But anyway. Siri hardly works on my phone. Meg said, Mayor of Easttown reminded me so much of Broadchurch. I think you would enjoy that series too. That's been on my list for a long time. Mandy said, okay, definitely going to have to start Mayor of Easttown. First my father-in-law recommended it, and now you. Love this chatty vlog. Have a great rest of your vacation. Thank you so much, Mandy. Okay, Mayor of Easttown is so good, you guys. Marissa said, love you, Peter. Happy birthday, Alex. P.S. Thank you for my birthday cameo. Oh, that was one of them that I did last night. I'm happy that you got it. Oh, and I got your message also that you sent. So thank you for that. She sent me a message on the cameo thing in response to it, or she left a review. Amy said, I had a day today that I tried to start over like Peter usually says to try. It was hard. Sometimes I feel as if I can't go on, but I did it. You are also uplifting and positive here. Thank you for giving me friendship. I hope everyone has a good night. Amy, I'm sorry that you had a rough day. You know, there are days that I know it doesn't seem like it, people all the time are like, how are you so positive all the time? I'm not. There are days that I'm struggling with stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I don't ever talk about on video, you know. There are friends of mine that I have that can't piece 2 and 3 days together sober, and I worry about them and I pray on them, you know. And there are days that it just, like, I'm constantly stuck in traffic or something minimal like that, right? But those things affect us too, where I find myself constantly in my head doing gratitude lists, starting my day over, whatever. Here's the difference. Before, I didn't have those tools. I didn't have those skills to start my day over, to be more appreciative of the things that I have, you know? Today, I do have those things. If I have to sit there and consciously in my head say 15 to 20 times a day, I'm starting my day over because I'm not going to allow this to ruin the rest of my day. Rest of my day. I want to enjoy my day. I want to enjoy my life and all that kind of stuff, right? I have the tools and the skills to do that. It might take me 15 or 20 times, but the reality is I'm going to get there eventually. So I'm sorry that you had a tough day, though, and I hope things have turned around for you, Amy. All right. Geraldine said, I didn't know about the pre-check, and I travel multiple times a year, so thank you, as I'll be looking into it. The airports are crazy. I stood in 2-hour security line in Sacramento Airport. Almost all of us, in 25 or so, up and back behind me in the line, missed our flights. I've not even seen it this bad. So, I've never seen it this bad, usually around an hour or so, but since COVID restrictions have lifted, it's crazy. Love you. Yeah, so, like, honest to God, with TSA pre-check, you're, like, in and out of the line in, like, 10 minutes. Tracy said, I'm glad you guys are having good weather. I told them to send rain up here to Jackson Beach. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. I'm glad, too, because I was really worried about the weather. Kelly said, I've lived in Florida for 9 years, Tampa, and somehow have never been to Miami. So I'm taking notes on all the places you and Alex go to. Enjoy the rest of your time, and happy birthday, Alex. Oh, that's so sweet. Trey said, I've lived in Clearwater for 4 years now and haven't been there either. I don't know what it is, but it hasn't happened yet, LOL. Florida's a big state, too, you know? I remember being down on a trip to Naples with my ex, actually, and so we decided one day I wanted to go to the water park in Orlando because I was convinced that they had river country. I've told this whole story on here. I'll get into another time, right? But when I was a kid, I went to river country. Now, river country is one of the abandoned water houses. Even if you get on YouTube, you can go, if you put in river country, there's abandoned tours where they go, like, people go in there, and it's like, supposedly there was like a brain eating by amoeba that was like killing people. Like, one person died from it, so they shut the water park down. There's like all these zombie conspiracies about this water park. But I went there as a kid with my dad. My dad and I went there one day, and I can tell you it was the most like magical place ever. It literally was like old watering holes and like river swimming that you would, like, I don't know, read about like in like Huckleberry Finn or Tom Sawyer and those kind of books. Like, that's what it was like. And it was like literal riverbed and sand on the bottom of the floor and river water and stuff like that. And they had water slides that looked like they were built into the side. It was really cool. Rope swings and everything. And I remember my dad and I went there, and you would park, and then you would get on a wagon, and a wagon would take you down this dirt road to river country. It was really cool, you guys. So I was convinced. So we ended up driving from Naples to Orlando, which I believe was like a 4.5-hour drive. And we ended up going to, I think it was Typhoon Lagoon. And we got up there. When we got up there, they were sold out because we didn't think about buying tickets early or anything. So we had to come back just for the afternoon. And so we walked around like the downtown Disney part, which was really cool. And then we came back for the afternoon. And I remember he like didn't want to get in the water or something. I can't remember why, but I ended up like being in the wave pool by myself like for hours. Oh my God, I love a wave pool. I also love a lazy river. I haven't been in a lazy river forever. But anyway, I mean, Florida's big, so. Okay. Jules said single white female. Oh my God, I had to stop watching it. Lucy said, Peter, you are so sweet and caring. You are always concerned about what your viewers think. That is nice. I wish you all the best. Love you too. Aw, thank you, Lucy. Okay. Okay. Care Boss Kendall said, my state, Washington, sent me my license renewal for July 2021. And it says Real ID is delayed until October 1st, 2021. Nothing about 2023. And High Beef said, thanks for the reminder. Haha, gotta go in. I'm going to look this up right now because I want to see. Is that what it's called? Real ID? When is Real ID required to fly? TSA government, here, it says it right here. Beginning May 3rd, 2023, every air traveler 18 years of age and older will need a Real ID compliant driver's license, state issued enhanced driver's license, or another acceptable form of ID to fly within the United States. So May 3rd, 2023. Guess we've got a long time till then. So now we know. Everybody's talked about it. There you go. I had no idea. I thought it was October, so I was worried about that. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here now. So anyway, thank you guys for continuing to watch while you've been on vacation. You know, I love to do these little vlogs while we're gone, and it's fun for me to watch back and be like, oh my God, I missed that room that we stayed in. And, you know, it's so funny, like, when you stay in a hotel room or you stay in an Airbnb or something, right? And you think, like, while you're here, it's like I was telling Alex this today, I said, it feels like we've been here forever. It doesn't feel like we've just been here for, like, this is our third day. The battery's about to die. And it's so funny because it feels like, you know, we've been here forever. And it's like you get really used to it. It's like the drawers, the cabinets. It's like, okay, this is my new home. And then you go away and it's like you'll never probably stay in that exact same room ever again, right? But for those 3 or 4 or 5 days, it's yours, you know, it's your home. It's your home away from home, and it feels like that, and you make it your own, and you get comfy, and you hold on to certain pillows, and, you know, it's like, it's different, you know, and it's like, I love our little home away from home. I love our little vacation spots that we, you know, hang out and stay in and stuff, and I love getting away. It's nice. And also having the comforts of home at the same time. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being so kind to me and for being so kind to my husband and wishing him a happy birthday, because several of you did in the comment section already, which is really nice. And I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Monday. Oh, and an magically amazing beginning to your week. Be kind to one another. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Put some love, kindness, compassion, tolerance, understanding, hope, faith, courage, wonder, and awe out there into the world. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!